We're going to look into the comment section for today's video. We'll keep this screenshot up for the entire video, which will be presented like a podcast, so you can just listen if you want to. One viewer wrote a thoughtful and provoking comment related to this little intro that follows, right about now. So we now have a newsletter on Substack called The Pipeline, with a section called Costco Daily, which is alerts when Costco Bullion becomes available, so buyers can get right over there before inventory runs out, which is usually within hours and sometimes within minutes. It's free to subscribe to the email notifications. Link in the description. Let's go ahead and read that comment from, let's call him Rob. In a previous video of yours, you were talking about Costco becoming a huge player in the precious metals business, which in turn could cause local shops to go out of business because of their ability to sell cheaper. You indicated that it would be very bad if that were to happen. I agree. The problem is that you are in a very big way promoting their cheap deals and on top of that, giving them free advertising. I appreciate your comment, Rob. You bring up an important point and one that we should have a conversation about. But first, a little backstory. Last fall, news went out that Costco had sold $100 million of gold bars and that they were sold out within hours of the listing going up. It made the news everywhere. I was intrigued and started following the action and reporting on what I was seeing. It was a paradox because the first few listings of bullion I saw go up on Costco were not good deals at all, even taking into account rewards. I showed that there were better prices through online dealers. It seemed to me at the time that Costco Bullion was a giant nothing burger. That was the start of understanding because things changed. Costco began putting up listings nearly every day, with bullion prices that no other online dealer could touch once member rewards and credit card rewards were factored in. They've also been tweaking purchase limits. Bullion has been limited to 2 units per membership here in the US. Some people have complained about that because after you've bought your limit, it's all over. So what does it matter what Costco is doing? It does matter because they are going to change, and they are changing right now. This just came out in the latest batch of 2024 American Silver Eagles. Limit of 1 transaction per membership with a maximum of 5 units. That's 5 tubes of 20 coins. Now the limit is 5 units, not 2, but it must occur within 1 transaction. Why did they change this up? Likely because they're testing the market. Retailers are known for A/B testing, also known as split testing or bucket testing. It's a methodology for comparing 2 or more versions of a variable to see which performs better. In this case, the variable we're considering is purchase limits. Costco Canada is also running slightly different campaigns. For Gold Maples, they have a limit of 1 transaction per 7 days per membership, with a maximum of 2 units. See what's going on? One thing is for sure at this point, and that is, Costco is serious about selling bullion. Whatever I say or do on my little channel isn't going to change that. Why do I report on this so much? The answer is simple. It brings awareness to the community. Many, if not a majority of online dealers watch my channel. I know because they're either in the comments or contact me directly. Likely a lot of local coin shops watch my videos that are of interest to them. If we hide the truth and don't talk about it to bring awareness to the potential threat, what good does that do anyone? Business, any type of business, is tough. Most are on the defense all the time. That means defending market share, responding to attacks, financial troubles, and regulatory scrutiny. Let's continue. Foreman Spike replies, if Costco does end up putting coin shops out of business, it's just business. You'd be stupid not to take the best deal. You can't argue with that. Costco has a loyal base. With a membership renewal rate consistently exceeding 90%, Costco's commitment to its members translates into a strong and loyal base of over 65 million households. Costco has built a loyal base through commitment to its members. There are YouTube channels devoted to Costco deals of the week. They get millions of views. You can't fight that kind of power by keeping silent. Back when we were being charged ridiculous premiums on gold and silver, especially American Silver Eagles, was that building customer loyalty? I don't think so, because I was seeing a lot of angry people. Rob answers, The problem with that is, if all the local coin shops are put out of business, where are you going to sell yours? Rob hits the nail on the head. Where are we going to sell if LCSs are out of business? For the most part, except for a few major brick and mortars, I don't think they're going to be around 10 years from now anyway. I've said that before. Unless they can adapt their business to change with the times, they'll have no option left but to close their doors. The powers that be don't like cash. That's obvious. Bank accounts are getting shut down. We hear about it all the time. It happened to somebody I know. Last fall, he got the letter that his personal checking account was being closed, and he had 30 days to move his money out. We went over everything trying to figure out what might have flagged suspicion. There was nothing, just normal activity. I don't think little shops can survive this scrutiny. Always on the defense. Adapt or throw in the towel. This is serious. Where will we sell? By bringing awareness to the direction things could be going, I'm not saying they are, but could be going that way, I think we must have our exit plan figured out now. If we plan to sell in 10 years, then for many of us, that means selling, I think, to online dealers. Pawn shops and jewelry stores, forget about it. What a ripoff. Another option might be to sell to smelters. I've got one a few hours from here that buys directly from the public. My brother sold a bunch of placer gold up there. Got a good price, too. If there's a mania, if there doesn't seem to be anyone buying gold anymore, try a smelter. They melt it all down, then move it along to a wholesale refiner. That's what happens to jewelry you sell to a pawn shop. Most just goes to melt. If you have enough quantity to sell, and that's going to vary by each smelter, why not bypass the middleman and go directly to a smelter yourself? You'll get a better price. Why then did I set up alerts to help anybody buy from Costco? Simple. I'm not taking sides. I see my role as an information bridge, connecting sellers with interested buyers and helping buyers identify good deals across various options, including Costco. Ultimately, it's about transparency and choice. If a hurricane is approaching, would not people expect the news to report on it? What you do with that knowledge is on you, not me. If I can help someone find a good deal, why would I not do that? Finally, this comment from Derek. Competition is good for consumers. Don't want the little guys to go out of business, but inevitable if they can't find a way to adapt and compete. Right on. I value the role of smaller businesses, and their ability to adapt will be key to their survival in a changing market. Thanks for watching. As you can see, the landscape of precious metals buying and selling is evolving rapidly. Remember, awareness is key. Do your research, compare prices, and have an exit strategy in mind for your metals, no matter which route you choose. Stay informed, stay prepared, and let's continue this conversation in the comments below.